It's red left switch, Z right, sprint right G, U corner, halfback flat. Nice and easy, let's walk it, here we go.
Welcome in to another film breakdown on the O-Line Committee YouTube channel. Our guy Jeremiah has been hobnobbing with the Jets and Giants luminaries in New Jersey and Manhattan this week. So, Booney, you and I, the Rhino Alex Boone, 10 years in the NFL trenches, started in the Super Bowl. We are going to break down some film here. The Lions decimating the Dallas Cowboys defense. Decimating, sir.
I mean, you want to talk about... You asked me yesterday, and you were like, would you rather have a better receiver, a star receiver, or a star running back? This team, their whole offense is good because their run game is insane. And the fact that they have a two-headed beast that they can hand it off to, but when they don't, the ability for them to get these linebackers to jump up and, like, press way too far up while they have people speeding behind them, it's awesome. And I love the fact that they show up every week and they show some sort of creativity. When you pitch it to the right tackle, but you call a man downfield, how dare you? How dare you? Could you? I couldn't fucking believe. I saw the flag and I go, well, wait a minute. He pitched it to him. I was like, what is this? And they were like, illegal man downfield 77. And I was like, dude, that's the most bullshit call I've ever seen. Like, last night's game was disgusting. I can't even tell you. Bro, don't.
Well, dude, at one point, the head referee, the whole officiating crew is a disaster. At one point, he was turned the wrong way, like he was facing away from the hard cam.
I'm like, how embarrassing does this idiot feel right now? But then they called Joe Tippmann at one point for holding, and they showed Joe Tippmann. He's like, I don't know what to do. Like, they just showed him like battering it too, and they called him for holding. I was like, this is the worst. But this offense, it's so fun. And the way that the receivers show up downfield, now they're getting chippy with dudes after they're blocking them. The fact that the screen game shows up so much, and it's not just the running back screens, it's the wide receiver screens down here. It's these quick bubble screens. Hey, if you got a man off, just throw it and let's see what happens. All these fun things show up, and it forces you to cover every which way of the field. But at the same time, you have a great quarterback like Jared Goff that knows his reads, knows his answers, knows where he's going. Dude, when you have one of the best offensive lines, does it really make it that hard? I mean,
and they love running. They love running the extra 300-pounder out there more than any other team. So I'm just gonna run through some of the chunkier offensive plays in this game, and you can tell us what's actually happening, and then I'll ask some dumb questions from a fan perspective. But yeah, if you're new to the O-Line Committee, this is call it a trenches lifestyle show here. We record our weekly podcast in 2 parts, and we release that every Monday during the season, and then we break down a small handful of games in film. If you're new, click that subscribe button and the like button, and tell a couple football-loving friends about the O-Line Committee. So I'm just going to roll tape here. We got a couple different angles on most of these plays, and you can tell us what's happening. Nice little pick up there by the running back.
Nice little. Is that the Tim Patrick catch? Yeah. Dude, that was... So listen, to just talk before we even talk about this, I may have used some really harsh words yesterday when I thought that I said that the effort here in this game was terrible by the defense, but like this is one of the plays where when you look up, and not only does Jared Goff have a ton of time to throw this ball, but this is just an effort play. Like defensively, what are you doing? Like he's coming back, you need to break back, all these things. But what do I love about this? I love the fact that we can just spread them out, and this is our one by. And when I say one by, I mean you have your one tight end over here, and then you have your 3 speedy guys. So you force the defense to make a decision. How are you going to cover this? Now they're in a cover 1 in the back end, which is really never a good idea. But it's okay. Zimmer knows more than me. I'm going to let him do his thing. We have 5 up right now, but then we also have this blitz threat element coming. So right here, I'm assuming we're 5-0.
So we have 5 up, meaning 1, 2,
3,
4 is my. This is 5 here, and then this.
So the
is
6th element right there, he would automatically become Montgomery's, right? Like we're just going to pass him to him because number 1, he's off the ball, and 2, he should be a linebacker type, a linebacker, safety, nickel. Would rather give that to the running back anyways. We'll take the guys that are the known rushers, which becomes a very big term in the NFL. But as you play this, go ahead. We see that we're man across the board. Laporte is going to stay in and help a little bit. We're going to see what happens. We have a guy dropping over here. Go ahead. Keep it, letting it roll. So it almost becomes like this fire zone blitz where all of a sudden we're going to drop a guy in the back end and he's going to cover over here. But what I love about this is the pocket is clean and this throw. It is back shoulder, and it's a little underthrown, but at the same time, the effort by Tim Patrick to come back on this, and if anything, draw a PI was awesome. But this is a great pocket. And there was a couple times they got to Jared Goff, but for the most part, the theme of the day was this. Just clean pocket, sit back there, get through my reads, make a throw. Not the best
offensive line in the NFL.
I mean, yes, for sure. In my opinion, they are. When they're all healthy, too. Now they're all healthy.
Yeah. And look at Montgomery, man. Just
step up there and that slow death. I love it, dude. And that's one of the things that we've talked about this on the Dan Campbell offense. If you want the ball, you have to prove that you're good enough to help somebody else get the ball. And if you can do that, then Dan's like, how do I reward you? Like this. Just like this. I mean, great effort. Great effort to get back on that ball. Oh, is this the zone? Oh, dude, this is so cheeky, dude. Watch this. Watch this. No, wait. No, get away from me. No. Get away from me. Oh, dude, the effort. I'm telling you. So, number one, congratulations to David Montgomery. 2-year extension.
Yeah.
Well-deserved. Comes out, rewards him with 2 touchdowns. Here's number one. And this is just a simple zone. We are simple zone, ladies and gentlemen. We are A-ing backside. We're scooping front side. Fullback gets a hat on a hat, but guess what? We're going to cut back, and it doesn't matter. And this is where I talk about the effort for the defense. This is where it's starting to show up a little bit, right?
He's down at the 4-yard line, basically.
Yeah.
Like, he should be down at the 4.
He should be, especially because someone's coming from behind him, but even he misses. It's one of these things where this is a two-headed beast that runs through Detroit, and I fucking love watching these guys run the ball because they always get hat on hats, and they drive people off the ball. Watch this A-block right here. Oh, Frank Ragnow and Zeitler getting into you. Not a chance. Now pause it right here. Pause. Look at that wall. That's sexy. But what do I got?
Doing a good job.
What else do I have? I got Panay just destroying this defensive end off the ball. That's what we always tell our boys. Drive them vertically because then you create these lanes for the running back. If you just keep running laterally, then everything eventually will start to stall out. But what happens is they do such a great job of getting a push front side, and Panay right there starts to drive vertically. And when somebody starts to drive laterally against you and you're driving vertically and you're stronger and more powerful and you have your hips behind you, you will create an indent in the defense is what they used to say, which is just enough for Montgomery to get through here. Safety takes a terrible angle getting in here. I mean, everybody, look at that pile over the front side. My God, this is dirty. It's dirty. In your own house.
By the way, I feel like there's like 7 of these a game minimum in every Lions game.
Happy
where it's just
birthday. When do you think they brought the cake out? Jerry, do you want to cut the cake?
Poor Jerry, man. Dude, I saw.
Don't say that.
I saw something today. He does his weekly like radio hit in Dallas, and I saw a clip. He was just fighting with the hosts on the radio this morning too. That they were questioning, why didn't you do anything in the off season? He's like, I don't need you guys asking me these questions. Like, bro, you agreed to do the weekly radio interview. Of course they're going to ask you these questions.
And we talked about 82, that in the
man.
offseason. This is why, dude, go. This foot. When he puts his foot in the ground here and truly decides, Jahmyr Gibbs, that I'm going to go north, it is one of the prettiest things I've ever seen. Watch this.
Boom.
Oop, right there. Oh, watch this. We're all dead. We're dead. Oh, my God. You're going to catch me. I love it. I'm telling you.
Who came in here? Was this Laporta? Who came in flying in here?
If you can do this week in and week out, this is such a great deal. This is man backside, so we're telling Decker, hey, we want you to man this up, and it's another way for us to try and get this linebacker somewhat to kind of bite on something, but still get him pinned in here in a way that's – see how everyone's running off the ball front side, which naturally creates this lane backside because we tell Taylor, hey, don't get beat cross-face no matter what. Create this indent right here and stop it. And then as soon as you do that, you tell Laporta, hey, you're going to come through here. This is truly, unless they knew Mike did, this is a Mike concept. So this would be 96 Mike. So because the front side, that's your Sam off the ball, and you're telling the center, hey, you're going to him. You're telling the right tackle and tight end who's Skipper and Panay, hey, you're going to scoop way out there to the safety, and then you're telling Laporta, you have this guy no matter what. And it's great because see how he naturally sees this lane open up, and he's like, yo, look what I got. But they're like, no, stupid, we wanted you to do that. Now, I'm not going to say that's a block in the back because I never stand up for the defense.
But it's not at the line of scrimmage. It's not though, right?
I mean, I don't know. Who knows what's a penalty anymore? They're calling guys for cutting guys again. I was like, man, we're coming back to old school. I love this. But
this is so we've got the extra lineman here, and so if you're the defense, and by the way, this is a defense that's very conscious about getting bowled over in the running game. So if you see all of these guys over here, and the action starts going this way to start with, and then like this dude almost has to commit from a head count standpoint.
Yeah.
Basically, you're telling me if left tackle seals this, the play is over. Like it's a 10-yard gain if the left tackle. It's
pretty
right?
much because think about it. As long as you can get that nose washed, as long as you can get Linval washed front side, and you can get 60 on 13, 18's eventually going to run himself out of this play because Laporta's going to get through eventually to him. And whether he takes him straight on or at an angle like this, it doesn't matter. He's got him blocked the whole time. And that cut right there is exactly what is so special about this. But that's a Mike Zimmer defense.
Two of the top 10 running backs in the NFL, probably.
Dude, what's the classic Mike Zim defense? Over to switch, baby.
All right. Oh, here's a little trickeration here.
This is it. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, yeah.
Just embarrassing the Cowboys.
Oh, my God.
You know you're feeling yourself as a play caller when you bust out the...
Hey,
was like a double reverse flea flicker, whatever this was.
Second quarter, you're up by 7. You're like, you know what, boys? If we're doing it now. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Look at this.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. By the way, the most beautiful ball to Sam Laporta, who, that is so fun. And once again, people look at this sometimes and they're like, gizmos and gadgets, because that's what we call them, gizmos and gadgets. They're like, you only do that when you're really hurting or you need to do something. I think this is a case where when you're messing around with a team like this, you're like, oh, hey, by the way, you fell asleep on our tight end. Like, oh, hey, by the way, you forgot to cover this inch of the field. Like, you're just showing them so many things that they're not good at. And
so can you take us through like the offensive line's responsibility on a long developing flea flicker? So this looks like they're trying to show like a zone running play or something, and then what? So but you have to buy more time than that, right?
No, this is true zone because you have 2 tight ends on both sides. So in the playbook, it'll say zone, a front side between the tight end Laporta and Panay. You have a scoop, and you're assuming that guy's not going to blitz. And if he does, you're going to tell Laporta to stay on for a minute, but then eventually he'll release out to become one of a late outlet. But then you're going to tell Panay to stay on. And then front side, see as they start to shift, you're going to tell Zeitler and Frank Ragnow, he's coming front side to check. But do you see this whirly bird right here? This is a me-you call because it's dependent on where they're lined up, because sometimes the whirly bird's not good for the center. So you'll have the backside guard do the whirly bird. So right here, everybody gets locked up just enough, but at the same time, you still have a linebacker up here. And then go back just 2 frames. 1, 2.
Here, hold on. Let me put it right here.
Go ahead. See 13 right there? He's the one that's covering Laporta. Look where his eyes are.
Oh,
he's
no,
like, wait,
he's looking here. And there's
what's
Laporta.
going on over here? Why is he throwing it back to him?
What's going on?
Dude, this isn't just your classic flea flicker. This is your flea flicker reverse option flea flicker. Like, dude, there's so many people that touch this ball before it gets thrown, which makes me even laugh even more because no one's even around the ball. And then just the most beautiful, beautiful touch. Oh,
Jared Goff, man. I feel like I've been standing for Jared Goff on this podcast since we started a year and a half ago. People always mock me for being a Lions fan.
Really
I'm a Vikings guy
really
in my
listen
heart.
To what other people say, or do you believe yourself? See, that's the problem I have with all this.
I believe myself, but
trust yourself, Mackie. You're with us.
I'm not right 100% of the time.
I love this. Here we go.
This is just kind of a
Mike Zimmer at this moment. When I saw this play on Red Zone, I go, Mike Zimmer's going to lose his fucking mind. You mean to tell me they just threw a smoke on the 10 that scored? What are you?
This is just it's Diggs,
I think they
right?
called him down at the 1-inch line, which is fine because the next play, like Montgomery just destroyed somebody and ran it in.
This is kind of the ultimate, like, we don't think you can make a play on our wide receiver within 10
yards.
We
think you're soft. Right? Like, you're playing way too soft on us. Like, and this is kind of their way of being like, oh, you don't want to respect us? And there were times when I didn't like the smoke route. Like I was like, God, I wish we would have just handed it off. But here's the time where it's like, oh shit, look at that. He just showed you this cornerback's not going to tackle you at all. And now all of a sudden Zim's livid because now let's just keep threatening this guy out here a little bit more. Let's just keep stretching the field wider and wider to help our run game. And then when they get wider and wider, then we'll just start running up the hashes again. And then when they start barreling down the hatches, we'll go back out wide. Like it's just a chess over checkers game to me, and it's fun to watch. Here we go.
What is this?
That right there, that's like that old split, dude. This is, it's been a long time since I've seen something like this. And this was what we used to run a lot of when I first came in the NFL, was like the split zone, where you would follow, the running back would start one way to get everyone going, and then he would cut back. See how Jared's doing a really big show of ball's going right here, and then he's just gonna spin it back real fast, which is super fun. Because you already got everybody going upfield one way, and now all of a sudden you just hand it off the other way. And it's a speed game at this point. And you give it to Jahmyr Gibbs, and dude, we just saw him put his foot in the ground and go north, and it was sexy. And now here's him just beating everybody around the edge. And at the same time, Panay does a great job of getting 13. We have great blocking on the edge. Watch him try to get in here. This is a really hard block.
By the way, they ignore 99 here. Right?
Well, you're supposed to. Yeah. You have to let somebody go unblocked. And technically, the guy coming across the ball, if 99 became a threat, he would take him.
So like a tight end guy would just...
No, Laporta, right there.
Would just take him out right here.
Like right there, they're telling Laporta, and I remember because I used to sit in these meetings, they tell you if he's flat-footed, he's already too late. He can't get anything.
And you're better off getting out there
You
on
might as
27.
well just add on downfield, dude. But it's a great job by Panay adding on. It's a great job outside by the receivers blocking Laporta. It goes back to the same old Dan Campbell philosophy. Let me see. Go back. Keep going.
I was wrong.
I'm trying to figure out who's supposed to get 18. It's
18 to the right there.
You could book him. There's a lot of these reverses. You can book a guy and you'll be like, he'll get caught in traffic. Here he does, and he does a great job getting through. But it's still 10 yards downfield, so who gives a shit, right? Like you've just burnt them. You've gashed that defensive end. You've just showed him you're not worthy. We're just going to keep messing with you now. That's why I love this offense, dude. This play, pause.
Oh, it's a quick snap.
Listen, you don't cheetah snap something unless you're trying to get something. Like cheetah snap, they're rare, and you can kind of tell when they're happening. And I'll give the audience a clue. Notice, go back real quick. Frank Ragnow never takes this long to get set up. But notice how the center's out the last one to get down. It's because everybody has to get down and set before you can even touch the ball and snap it like this, which is why everyone's getting set right away. But at the same time, see how he's kind of just lazily going through his thing? I used to love this, but we did this in 16 and gave up a sack, and I don't even know how it's possible because look at the defense. They're not even fucking paying attention.
So ball is snapped. He's looking over to the right. He's looking over here. He's looking...
I'm not over here, not where the ball is, but here's
look at this guy.
Here's the fun part about this. You're in a man coverage and you're in a trip set over here, which is like a diamond formation in a man set when you're doing a cheetah snap. Like this has every reason to be chaotic as hell and gonna be the offense's favor. And look at that. Jameis Williams just comes wide open right through the middle of all three of those guys.
Bang.
Yeah, I'm telling you, their ability to want to throw the deep ball and throw it in your face and, hey, we're going to go snap the ball quick. We know they're going to be in a man coverage here. We're going to go in a 3-by-1 set, but we're going to be tight. That way there's going to be total chaos. I love a diamond
There's
set.
another one. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the same play.
Same one. No. Go back real quick because I know you don't see it, but this diamond set out here is so fun because when you can do this against a man coverage, you know there's going to be a perfect rub route somewhere. The concepts are always great out of them. Look at that. 0% chance. There's that sun in his face. Doesn't bother him. He's from Detroit.
Stadium design flaw that
shadows belong
the Cowboys
to
are blaming.
Me. Get him, Jared.
Another one here, man.
Talk dirty to me.
Look at that.
Somebody's
mouth you've been doing some work too when the towel flies off at the end of the play.
That was someone's mouth guard. Just big old honker spitting out of their mouth. Getting knocked out. Same old concept again. Here we go. We're in a simple zone. Split back. Go boom. Look how perfectly that sets up the offensive lineman for the linebackers. Like, watch this. The Laporta coming back is always going to freeze these linebackers because they're afraid of this backside door cut. but watch as they get through. They come back just into the tight end. Look at that. It's almost like they block themselves.
Yeah.
Like
they're all gravitating toward.
I mean, dude, it looks like they're barely trying, the Lions. They're like, nah, you just come over here and I'm going to take you here. Well, go a little stutter step over here. I'm going to do one of these. And you're not going to tackle me. What did we talk about before? You're not going to tackle me. There we go.
Oh, I got one more for you here.
How could you not?
How could
you not?
Bring that fullback back in.
Here we go.
By the way, yeah, the sun is definitely.
Yeah, you didn't believe me. I warned you.
Man.
It's a thing there. Bang bang. Ooh.
Look at these runs, man. How demoralized. I mean, this has happened to the Cowboys in almost every game, where they're just getting gashed and demoralized for 3 hours on the ground.
I mean, the problem becomes you're so far into the season that now everyone's going to try it. Every single person is going to pull out every run clip, everything that's defeated you. They're going to throw it into their offense. If I'm not mistaken, this is Crunch. Crunch is one of my favorite plays. No, simple zone. They expect the movement inside, which just creates this huge running lane. Decker does a good job of getting on there, and then look, there's that downfield blocking again.
Yeah, the receivers show up on this team.
Diggs wants nothing to do with it. He's like, yeah, no, I'm good. You got him.
Let me know when you need me to intercept a pass down the field.
Yeah. Let me know when he throws it.
So, and then this weekend we got Lions and Vikings. It feels like it should be a Sunday night or a Monday night game, but it's a noon game on Sunday. Vikings and Lions. One loss between the two of them. Inject it, dude. Inject it right into my soul.
You want to talk about a defense that's playing just as much chess over checkers game with everybody, and now they're going to be playing an offense that's basically like, we're just going to line up and punch you in the mouth. Like, it's going to be a very interesting game to see how Flores attacks them. Does Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery show up? Do they become the two-headed beast that we've seen? And at the same time, Sam Darnold, what's up, baby? We haven't seen them since London. Yeah. And at times it's like, dude, Justin Jefferson's going to be a problem. Can Aaron Jones? Is he back, by the way?
Very 50-50. We'll know more Wednesday, Thursday.
Not that I'm worried, because Ty Chandler's back there too, and he's been something special at times. Is he down too?
Ty Chandler's healthy, but Aaron Jones is so good and savvy. There's a
I know.
I saw a great exchange. So Brian Flores was asked about, hey, this Lions offense with all that firepower, how are you gonna adjust to this offense? And as the question's being asked, he's like taking a sip out of his Gatorade, and he gets a little smile. And B-Flow goes, I tend to fight fire with fire. That's just me.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Can't wait for that game, dude. Can't wait.
200 chicken wings down the pipe, guaranteed. I don't know what's going to be going on. I think I'll be coming back from Cleveland early. I get in at like 8:30 in the morning, so I'll be home to watch it. Don't worry.
Yes.
Game on.
So, hey, if you enjoy Lions fans or NFL fans, if you enjoyed this breakdown, click that subscribe button, click that like button. I'm sure this will not be the last Lions offense breakdown we do. It's one of the more fun things, I think, that we do on the show. This is the O-Line Committee, and we just got smarter over the last 20 minutes.